Hello and welcome to part 4 of the EdTech Mentorship tutorial on Explain Everything. Today we're going to be exploring how to use a student interactive file. We're going to pull it down from the cloud, we're going to annotate on it and create our assignment, and then we're going to put it back on the cloud so our teacher can mark it. So we're going to be going through today's from the view of a student. Now, we learned last time how to link accounts to our Explain Everything by clicking on the settings cog at the top, clicking on accounts, and then adding the account of our choice by toggling the switches below. In this case, I have added Google Drive and YouTube. Now, instead of creating a new file this time, usually we start at this plus button to create a new file. We're going to take a shortcut. We're going to start by opening a specific file. Now, what you're going to see in here is some folders. Maybe I do my guided reading through this program. We also do a couple projects here, and students can also keep work here. But also, you will see that we have different kinds of templates that students can pull from. Some are just files, so you can see this PNG file here is a picture, but others are XPL files. XPL files is just the file extension for Explain Everything. So if you see .xpl and this blue light bulb, you can tell that it's an Explain Everything file. Now in this case, I'm going to be loading this polygon one, and this is a pretty simple assignment. Kids are supposed to either draw, use the internet and use images there, or create different shapes that would constitute what a regular or an irregular polygon is. So we're going to start first by incorporating just drawing. So a kid might start with using the pen tool here, and they can choose the tip and the color of their choice, and they might draw a regular polygon, and they might draw an irregular polygon, okay? And that can take a few different forms, obviously. You know, I could try to draw my best pentagon there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be an irregular pentagon. The other thing I can do is import things from the camera roll. So I'm going to go to existing photos, and I'm going to bring in just some shapes that I saved off the internet. So then this would obviously go into the regular category. And meanwhile, while they're doing all of this, they can also be recording. And then this one would go into the irregular one as well. Note you can crop that image as well. See how that big square is in there? Let's actually go back and I'll just show you quick how to crop that image so you don't have all that interference. So when I go to add that file, I'm going to go back to existing photo. I'm going to click that image, and I'm going to use the tools at the top right. This is the lasso tool, and I can just select to surround that shape and cut that white piece a bit, and then I can resize it, and it's not interfering as much with my other work. And lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to take photos of things in the environment to add to our work. So I'm just going to take a new picture, and I'm just going to take a picture of this weight that's sitting beside my couch. Heaven forbid I use it. And I'm going to just crop it the same way. I'm going to use that crop tool, and I'm going to go around, and press done. And then that is a real life photo, and I can manipulate that and pinch and zoom that I can use in my work. So now we have saved all of our work here. Don't forget, we can also incorporate pictures from applications that are on the iPad. They can do a tour of the real world classroom and try to find as many as they can in the classroom or the school. But what happens at the end is we want to be able to share these. Now you can either share these on social media, which is often what my class will do, or they'll share them on their blogs. But let's say the teacher wants to review the work first. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to export this, and the title will stay the same as what you created it as. So I'm going to just add the student's name. So we'll just say student, and we'll just say student 1 because I've already done a test run of this. And then we're going to export this file to a specific place. So we're going to export it to my Division 5 folder. And in this case, we could even put it into a student folder if we so choose. So don't forget, you can make a folder hierarchy, and however you want to create it is fine. Now please note at the top all of the different ways that you can save this project. I can save it as an Explain Everything project, a PDF, or an image file. Video takes up a lot of space, just so you know. If I have recordings, I'll want to save it and Explain Everything. In this case, I don't, so I'm going to save this as an image file. So I'm just going to name this Polygon Student 1 and upload it to my Google Drive. And once I see upload success, now the teacher can access this from any single iPad that is also linked to that same cloud account. So in this case, it was Google Drive, but the same goes for Dropbox or anything else that you might have used. Next tutorial, we're going to be covering us bringing in photos from other applications, so stay tuned for tutorial number 5. Thank you again.